This is Christian Knife Guy. Welcome back to my channel. If you're a subscriber, if you're not a new subscriber, consider subscribing to be part of my community. I try to get best videos out that I can do with the equipment that I have. But you'll get honest from me. Unlike some other channels, you could get people paid to say things. And some are also pretty cool. So let's talk about this this case knife I got right here. This is a 1999 Case Mini Trapper. This is the Pocket Worn edition. They come out with these in different variants, different patterns, different colors of the bone. This is a standard jig bone that's dyed in a red, kind of a deep red, and I really do like this deep red. It's got its light spots on the ends, but inside where you have the cuts, it tend to soak into the bone a little bit darker. So you have this, let me get close up. So you have these different light spots in here. You can pick it up in the light. And what these were designed for was to give it like a artificial worn look. That's why they call them the Pocket Worn edition. The bone was, everything had like a worn look to it. The bolsters and stuff weren't polished. They were like a matte finish. So they're not like completely out to where somebody couldn't polish these up if they wanted to. They're matte. It's like they left them unpolished to go with that look. So you don't have polished bolsters, but you could totally change this knife up by polishing some things on it. The fit and finish, all your pins are seated really nice and good on these. You might have some hit and miss. That's why it's nice when you're buying a knife. It's nice to go to a knife show where you can handle the knife and inspect it before you purchase, versus buying something online. Because if you buy something online, you're not going to get the full look of it, because there is a thing that goes to check the fit and finish on these. There's a little technique. But you see the blade, there's no heavy wear on their blade. This other one. Trying to look through the camera, and it's not smart when you're opening a knife. Ooh. Very, very stiff spring. It's very good. So the walk and talk is very good. You have the half stop on both blades. So you have stop, and then the other one to go. But you got a very good snap on that one. Half stop on this one as well, which is nice. Good spring on that. So this one come with a very good spring, and I do like this. It's a good knife. It's very, very good pocket knife. The finish on these this is great, and to say like, oh, this knife is something now, it's not. It's nothing special now. It's not gonna, it's not gonna be as worth as much as maybe an 89 red bone. Well, an 89 is a bicentennial knife anyway, so a bicentennial knife is considered a little bit more pricey. Anyways, but your 80s knives, 70s knives are more in demand. But as these get older, we're already 21 years, 23 years old, 22. Yeah, 22 years old. 21. Yeah, 22 years old at the time making this video. This knife is 22 years old. I don't carry this knife a lot. This is a Sunday carry, just to church and stuff. So, you know, how often do you need a knife at church? Well, hardly ever. Usually just sits in my pocket. I carry more of a Kershaw type of guy, so I'll carry a flipper knife, spring assisted, or a gentleman's folder. Just a folding knife, usually what I'll carry normally, and those get more usage because those are used in my daily usage. So, you know, those get all the rough bangs and everything on a Sunday. Occasionally I may have to open a pack of batteries for my base or something, or maybe I might have to cut a piece of rope or cut a box open for something. That's what this is used for. So I do use my knives. They were designed to be used. And you can, if you're a collector of old knives, you kind of know what you can use a knife for, and if it's something that is a user or it's something that's not a user. My my father-in-law has knives and stuff, and he'll get some 80s and 70s, and he'll carry them. He'll use them if he's got to. You know, Case makes pretty good knives. They've had for years. Let me show you what I'm talking about, like a good fit and finish. Step away from the camera for a minute to grab a flashlight. And this is a technique that I picked off of somebody else, and it is very useful. Having the blades open so you can see down inside. You can take your flashlight and hold it in here. Try not to blind you in the light. But running the blade, the light all the way down through here, picking up right there where my finger's at, but the rest of the way down, nothing. So the fit and finish, the fit is really good all the way through. And you know what? That could be because that spring is half open. Okay, now let's try it. So bright. Nope, still right in there. You got a little bit of light poking through on the top bone. So the fit is not as perfect there. It looks like just a little bit up in here, right up in here in this area where the fit is not as perfect. And what causes that is maybe when they milled these pieces right here, there's dimensions that they have to get within for their quality. It's got to be within a certain spec to be able to fit on that knife. So if it was like right on, if every piece, because these get stamped out, put in a pile, and they just grab and assemble. As long as they're within spec, they're fine. But if each piece that they had was handcrafted like your Case classics, each piece, each knife was assembled. Like if you go to these custom knife makers, each piece is followed step by step. They're not mass produced like these Case knives. So we're depending on Case to more or less follow each step like they did back in the day. But the problem is that Case knives are too well known. There's too many collectors, and they're pumping out way too many knives to do it like they used to. So you get little flaws like that, but it doesn't bother a whole lot. So trying to get one that's just perfect from Case, you get them. But sometimes they're really, really hard, and they're gems. They're gems when they are. So just a little bit right up in there. And all it is something might not have been, it was within spec, but it just was a little bit more than what it probably really needed to be. And it can be the same as the bone, is just a little bit like the finish. I can run my finger, and it's probably the bone too, because back here, it's smooth. Smooth transition. On this side, smooth transition. Up here, I can feel the rise on the bolster. Bam, I'm hitting the bolster. Yep, right there, right in here. You can feel you're going from the bone to the bolster. On this side, nothing smooth. Just right in here. And right here's where I started getting some daylight. So it could be that this is too thick, push it through. But these pins, the pins are not rised at all. The pins are flesh. You don't feel the pins. You know, even the case symbol seated down there, real nice. On this side, pins are smooth. So the fit is pretty good other than right in here. Little spot, not even that big. And the finish is pretty good until you get right here. You want it smooth all the way through. Everything smooth. You don't want no rough spots on the spring. Going this way. Run your fingers across it. You feel any rough spots? Then you know it's a little bit too wide. Not enough. I mean, if it's too bad, they won't send it out. So this still passed to quality. I would pass it. I would pass it. Just that little spot. And then when you close the knives, try not to cut myself here. You'll look and you'll check for centering. That's good. So the walk and talk is good, the half lock is good, and the blades are centering. This is actually a pretty good knife. It's a really good knife, other than the right in here, and you still feel it even with it shut. Little rough spot there. It's not that it's rough. You feel that the bone might be a little bit thinner right in here. Right in here, it might be a little bit thinner when I got shaved down. Not from the top, but from the bottom. It could be just a little bit, because it's not a whole lot. Just ever so slightly, you feel it. And that would make, then that kind of goes with that, being that there's a little bit of light that shines through in this area. How everything's down. Maybe this bone's all straight. But maybe the spring, maybe something's just a little bit off. To where that allows that. So that's a technique to check your knives. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and click the bell notification to be notified for when I upload some new videos. And stick around for some more content. I try to make videos when I can, so I don't have a constantly have videos coming out. Sorry, I'm trying to put the light away when I was talking. So, yeah, if you have any recommendations on videos you'd like to see me do, just put something in the comments or anything. Or if you have any other anything else to say about this knife or any knife that's like it, just put a comment. Our goal is to hurry up and try to get to 300. At the time, I'm setting at like 265, 267. So at 300, every 100, I have a giveaway. So when we get to 300, we'll have another giveaway. All right, thank you for watching. This is a Christian Knife Guy. So until next time, don't cut yourselves and stay safe, friends.